So here's a faceless YouTube channel that in the last 28 days have made $3,800 with only 2.6 thousand subscribers. Now this is not a whole lot of money for a faceless YouTube channel, but you can see this one was started very recently here within like the last 45-50 days. It's got almost a little bit over 500,000 views, but this channel is what eventually turns into a channel like this, right? That in the last 90 days has made $34,000 with only less than 25,000 subscribers. But the whole point of this video and the reason why these channels have actually been able to get this kind of success so fast is because the creators behind the channels are using a system like this to find their niches. So most gurus on YouTube, they will just tell you to, go and search manually for a niche, spending hours. But that is not something that you have to do. You can actually automate this with AI, with Claude Code here that you can see, and you can actually make it into a very repeatable, automated, and not so time consuming process. So I'm going to show you exactly how you set this up in just a few minutes. I think it's free if you're not using it too much. Of course, if you're launching, 10, 20 channels per month, then you're going to have to research a whole lot of niches, and then it's going to cost you in some form of credits. But in the start, it should be about free. So the normal way to find niches, which you are probably quite familiar with, is just by going over to the YouTube platform. You have a kind of new, fresh channel that doesn't have too much bias by what you've already watched before. And you would just kind of go around and look for niches manually like this. Oh, hey, here's a faceless channel about space. Could this be a good channel? Possibly not. It's a very manual and time-consuming process, right? It takes a lot of time, and it's not that efficient as you would like it to be, considering that we now have a bunch of AI tools. Like this right here, I would look at this like, oh, maybe this is a good kind of faceless channel that fits all of these different criteria. These would be the usual criteria that you would follow, by the way. The channel should have below 100,000 subscribers, started in the last like 1 to 4 months, has a viral video, growing, not declining, it's recreatable. And you would just kind of manually filter out a bunch of niches according to these criteria on the YouTube homepage. Now, with the new method, all that you have to do is simply just, with the system set up on Claude Code, you can just write something like, find me 30 or 20 more niches with below 100,000 subscribers, started in the last 1 to 4 months, has a viral video with over 100k views, and just send that prompt, and you'll see that Claude here with access to YouTube's kind of backend data, it will literally just perform the research for you and find all of the niches and list them in a kind of table format like this, even describing the potential RPM for the niches. So I'll just skip ahead here to when the niches are being generated, and you'll see for yourself how powerful this really is. And as you see right here, we got the full list of niches. It took a few minutes before it started spitting out these niches, but that compared to the hours you would spend usually to find a list like this of good niches, it really is a good trade. So this is completely unscripted. I cannot really make this up. Let's just take a channel right here. It seems like this could be something. We'll see 2,500 subscribers. And you can see here that they are absolutely printing, it seems. They got 3 videos with over 200k views out of the 4 videos that they've uploaded. It's monetized. And like this is really, I'm not saying that you should necessarily get into talk show niches like this, but this would be a huge green flag if you find a channel that has 4 uploads, or where 3 of the uploads have gone viral, and it's obviously a very recent channel started 1 month ago. So